guys visiting from out of town?
Nope. We're from Edgewater, Florida.
Okay. Yonder. On the other side of where the fires were burning.
Okay. Yeah, we're about a couple blocks from there.
Okay. Yeah. Dave traffic, 9 Alpha Kilo off the pad. We'll be working the west side of the port, then out to Merritt Island.
Oh, this is beautiful.
So we're going to take a left turn up here, kind of around those concrete silos. That's all Cape Canaveral Space Force Station on the other side.
Oh, wow. So that's part of Kennedy Space Center.
Well, this is the space, it used to be Air Force, now it's Space Force. So that's this half, and then Kennedy Space Center's up there.
Oh, wow.
So if you go through this gate right here, so employees can go through that gate and they can access this to get to NASA and vice versa.
That's awesome.
It's all like they're together, but they're separate.
Oh, very nice.
Up here on the right there are two Falcon 9 rockets. The one's on the dock and one's on the barge. They're getting ready to hoist it off.
Whoa.
So those are the two that took off this past week.
That's awesome.
See that fire out there? I think that's probably on the other side of 95.
Yeah, I see it.
It looks like 4 Blackhawks, maybe. You see those helicopters out there? All flying together.
Is it a forest fire?
I'm not sure. I just saw it out here flying.
Oh, those are Blackhawks.
Yeah, there's helicopters that are to the right of the fire.
Oh, wow. That's cool.
Looks like they're flying up 95. So there's the Banana River. We're going to make a right turn up here just after this island.
Okay.
So now, out in front of us, this is the barge canal that connects the Indian River to the Banana River.
Uh-huh.
So from the barge canal, on the east side, it's all NASA that goes up until you get to the Air Liquide plant, and then it takes up the entire width of the island, all the way up into Volusia County.
Amazing.
Yeah, it's a big piece of land, 144,000 acres.
144,000?
Yeah.
That's massive.
Yeah, it's not all inside the gates. You know, there's a lot outside the gates. You know, like Flylinda Beach and Cars Park right here, and you know, stuff like that. But
Nice.
all that, like where the Haulover Canal is and all that stuff up there, that's all still NASA's property. It's just open to the public.
Real. Went to NASA not too long ago, but they told us it was massive, but we never seen it from this angle.
Yeah, right. Yeah, so this park right here is Cars Park. It's an employee, so NASA employees and contractors can use this park.
Wow.
Every once in a while they'll open it to the public for launch viewing. Like $5 a car or whatever, but
wow.
They don't do it for every launch.
How big was that fire just north of here?
Oh, it was pretty decent. When we get up to the runway, we're going to take a left turn, and then we'll be able to kind of look down on it. You'll be able to see what's all the black area that burned up.
Okay.
You'll probably see our house then.
Probably. Wow. Now the houses that I see over here, is that part of NASA?
No. So this road right here, down here that makes that 90-degree turn, this is inside NASA, but that road right there is towards the border. So it goes, there's a fire break down there, and it leads all the way down to the barge canal. But the stuff on the west side, that's all, you know, houses and neighborhoods and farms and citrus groves and stuff.
Yeah.
But all this stuff is NASA and the National Wildlife Refuge. But right up here, see that Air Liquide plant? The tanks over there in the tower?
Yeah.
It kind of goes out at an angle. And all of that over there is all NASA.
Wow.
Beyond those solar panels.
That's what that is?
All the way up, yeah, that's what those are.
Oh.
So this is State Road 3 right here.
Nice.
State Road 3 turns into Kennedy Parkway right up here at the gate.
Very nice.
And the road to the left right here is Space Commerce that leads around next to Blue Origin and the Visitor Center.
I remember seeing that building, passing it.
Yeah, this used to all be just woods and citrus groves out here, like overgrown citrus.
Uh-huh.
And they stripped it all and built this stuff. This is all within the past couple of years.
Whoa.
So this is Jeff Bezos, the Amazon guy.
Yeah.
That's his rocket company.
Oh,
So they're going to be launching from those two towers with the real tall water tower next to it, the gray ones out there. That's Pad 36. That's where they're going to launch from.
Oh, nice.
The traffic, look up at 9 or up. We're in Blue Origin. We'll be inbound for Low Coast 33.
We got tons of buildings out here.
Yeah.
So NASA is ran off of mainly solar?
Well, no, it's not. This is a new. When I say new, it's probably about almost 5 years old now. But this project, they're joint projects between Florida Power and Light and NASA.
Yeah.
So they generate a lot of solar power, but they don't use only solar power.
Gotcha.
So you guys have been to the visitor center, yeah?
Yeah, we've been there.
Yeah, that's the building right there is where the space shuttle is.
Yeah,
The Atlantis building.
Yep.
Yeah. Up here on the right, these two buildings out here, this is the Roberts Road facility for SpaceX. So that's X2 closest to us, and then Hangar X on the right.
Wow. That's cool.
So those rockets that were down the port, they'll bring them up and they'll put them into that white building, and that's where they'll refurbish them.
That's awesome. You know, whenever those rockets take off, our house shakes.
Yeah.
It's just, at first we thought it was an earthquake in Florida.
Yeah, I used to live right in Cape Canaveral, and they would launch them in the middle of the night, and it would wake me up.
Yeah.
It shakes the windows.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. But I live in Satellite Beach now, so it's a little bit further away, and we've got like hurricane windows, so we don't really hear them.
Nice. Beautiful. Then that big building over there that says NASA, is that?
So that's the VAB, the Vehicle Assembly Building. So it's about a little over 500 feet tall, and those gray stripes on it that you see on the side, those are garage doors.
Whoa.
So those lead into things they call high bays.
Yeah.
And they can put, like a fully stacked space shuttle or a Saturn V rocket or the Artemis rocket can go into those big garage doors.
That's pretty cool.
So out at the pad that's on the left side of the VAB now is 39B.
Yeah.
And that's where the Artemis rocket launched from. The pad to the right is 39A. That's a SpaceX pad.
Yeah.
But that structure that's out on that left pad, that's a mobile structure. It's called the mobile launcher. It's a platform with a big tower on it. So they have these big crawlers. They'll go underneath that platform, pick it up, and bring it back down that. It looks like a road from here.
Yeah.
It is a road, but the crawler will straddle that median and take that fully stacked rocket and the mobile launcher all the way out to the pad, or take the empty mobile launcher back.
Wow. That is so cool.
That's the traffic.
Great minds. Great minds.
Be on final for 3-3 now. Yeah, it's a lot of weight. It's a lot of weight.
Yeah, sure.
So the crawler will leave the stacked rocket and tower, mobile launcher and everything out there, and then it'll drive, away a little ways. They'll launch, and then it'll come back and pick up the mobile launcher, bring it back into the VAB. Right now, they've had it out there for several months. They're doing like some testing with it.
Wow. And this landing strip is for, I guess, your employees.
Yeah, well, it used to be for the space shuttle. So it's called the SLF, the Shuttle Landing Facility. So the space shuttles would launch from either those two pads, one of those two pads.
Yeah.
They would go do their mission in space, and they would come back and land here.
What?
Then they would tow them along this, there's a road called the towway. They would tow them out to there's buildings over there by the VAB called the OPF bays.
Yeah.
Stand for Orbiter Processing Facilities.
Yeah.
They would refurbish them in there, and then they would take them over to the VAB and stack them with the fuel tank and the solid rocket boosters and get them ready to go back to space. This space shuttle over here is just a mock-up, and they're disassembling it. So I don't know if they're working on it or they're going to ship it somewhere else or what.
That is cool.
It's the same size as a real one, but it's not a real one.
That is cool. Haven't seen it that close before.
Southbound turn about 50 now. So out in front of us is where the burn area is.
Oh, wow.
So you can see Max Brewer on the other side.
Yeah. Oh, wow. The smoke was bad in our neighborhood.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, you couldn't even drive through it. It was horrible.
I flew right past it yesterday when it was burning, and all the smoke was going that way.
Yep. Oh, good.
So we couldn't even smell it. And we were like, the fire was right here, just right below us.
Wow.
Looks like there's some hot spots out there.
Oh, my. Do they know what caused it?
Yeah, lightning.
Oh.
So I was here on, let me see, what day's today? Monday? It was on Saturday, I guess. There was a storm came through, a bunch of lightning.
Yeah.
So we kind of shut down. Storm passed through, and then we flew a few more trips. And when we went up, right after the storm came through, you could see the smoke like billowing up over here.
Whoa.
And then I saw my wife sent me an article about lightning causing a fire, up at KSC.
They're like surrounded by marsh and water.
Yeah, we are. Yeah, you can't really walk from one place to another out here without getting wet.
Oh no. Well, that's a good thing. That's security.
Yeah, right.
Wow, this is so cool. Now I can say that I've seen Kennedy Space Center from above.
Yeah. Not many people have seen that.
No, this is amazing. Our daughter was trying to get in their SpaceX program.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So that road right there that curves, that's the towway, is what they call it. That's how they would tow the space shuttle back.
Wow.
And those two, so the VAB, it's the big building, the two buildings that are on our side of the VAB are the OPF base.
Yeah. Wow.
So they would take the space shuttle there first, and then like change the tiles and do whatever they needed to do with it, and then take it over the
That's awesome.
VAB.
Awesome. So cool.
So this road right here is called Schwartz Road. It points directly to pad 40 across the water.
Yeah.
So that's a SpaceX pad.
Oh, that's where they launch?
Yeah, that's one of the pads they launch from. And the other one is the one that's on the right of the VAB. That's pad 39A.
Yeah.
So whenever there's a SpaceX launch, it's either that one or that one.
Oh.
The one in between them is a ULA pad. That's 41.
Wow.
So that's where the Boeing Starliner will launch from.
Very nice.
If it ever launches.
Wow.
across the water, you see that runway
Yeah.
facing us? That's the Cape Canaveral skid strip. That's what they call it. It's just a regular runway, but they call it a skid strip because some drone that they were using back in the 50s had skids instead of wheels, and the name stuck.
Nice. That's awesome. I didn't know the guy that owned Amazon owned this building.
Yeah. Yeah, it's Blue Origin. And then back there by the runway, there's another a white building that's under construction, where they're going to start making the Kuiper satellites. So Amazon is going to do a wireless internet, space-based internet, to compete with Starlink, which is SpaceX's version.
Yeah, Starlink is very popular right now.
Yeah, that's what we use at the office.
Nice.
The port only has one provider for internet, and they weren't very good. So we tried Starlink, like on a trial basis, and we've had it for a couple years now, and it works good.
Nice. Okay. Another thing, when we went to NASA, it was a lot of roads that were not on the map. That was crazy. I was like, wait a second, where's this from?
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of fire breaks back here, so they'll, like the national, the U.S. Forest Service will manage the National Wildlife Refuge, so they will set burns and stuff like that back here, and so a lot of these trails back here are there.
So they probably create the roads just for safety out.
Yeah.
Nice. Whoa.
And then some of them will be just to access like one little spot.